Half timbering is a way of constructing wood frame structures with the structural timbers exposed. This medieval method of construction is called timber framing. A half-timbered building wears its wood frame on its sleeve, so to speak. The wooden wall framing, studs, cross beams, and braces are exposed to the outside, and the spaces between the wooden timbers are filled with plaster, brick, or stone. Wood is the basic material used in the construction of half-timbered buildings. The characteristic features of this wood, the climatic conditions, and the carpenter's skills are decisive to the dimensions and forms of the half-timbered houses. This building method is extremely ecological, environmentally sustainable, and aesthetic. Europe is full of timber-framed structures dating back hundreds of years, including manors, castles, homes, and inns, whose architecture and techniques of construction have evolved over the centuries. Half-timbered towns and villages remain a characteristic of the landscape in many parts of Germany to this day. There are many small towns which escaped both war damage and modernization and consist mainly, or even entirely, of half-timbered houses. Indeed, the country's more than 2.5 million half-timbered structures are the pride and joy of municipalities and its owners. In Germany, half-timbered houses are fascinated by a fairy tale route for drive and enjoy. The German timber frame road, Deutsche Fachwerkhäuser, is a tourist route that connects towns with remarkable half-timbered houses. It is more than 2,000 kilometers long, crossing Germany through the historic places. The techniques used in timber framing date back to Neolithic times and have been used in many parts of the world during various periods, such as ancient Japan, continental Europe, and Neolithic Denmark, England, France, Germany, parts of the Roman Empire, and Scotland. The timber framing technique has historically been popular in climate zones which favored deciduous hardwood trees, such as oak. The term half-timbering is not as old as the German name Fachwerk or the French name colombage, but it is the standard English name for this style. One of the first people to publish the term half-timbered was Mary Martha Sherwood, who employed it in her book, The Lady of the Manor, published in several volumes from 1823 to 1829. Throughout Europe, tourists flocked to cities and towns that prospered during the Middle Ages. Within the old town areas, original half-timbered architecture has been restored and maintained for visitors.
At first look, we can see the gigantic wooden pieces, with variable sizes and shapes. They are visible on outer and inner parts of the house, and it gives characteristic appearance. Half-timbered home has a hard and durable bearing frame of vertical posts, horizontal beams, and diagonal braces that are the main feature thereof. Space between the frame elements was filled with clay or brick, panels were plastered, and the frame was left in full view. Elements of the wooden frame were visually separated by white walls, and gave a special appearance to home, and it became an architectural feature of the half-timbering. For creating frame structures of heavy timber are jointed together with various joints, commonly and originally with lap jointing, and then later pegged mortise and tenon joints. Diagonal bracing is used to prevent racking or movement of structural vertical beams or posts. In this way, these numerous wooden houses were built in Europe, and they are already from 300 to 500 years old now, which is the best proof of reliability of this technology.
You